Hey, it's me. Today's vlog is gonna be totally different because I just want to talk about depression and my own personal experience with it, and maybe it'll help you if you struggle or if you know someone who does or who has struggled with depression or who is currently going through a depression, or if you yourself are. Otherwise, it might just be a lot of rambling on from me, and I don't know if it'll be applicable to you, but I just want to talk about it to just, well, to help who it might, and also just for myself to have a record of it and to remember it, and you know, I don't know, just like I said, to have a record of it, to so that maybe I could help someone in the future who's going through the same kind of depression that I went through. Um, the thing is, I don't struggle with depression, and I was never depressed before, like before I was 42, I'd say. I was always pretty happy and maybe, not the life of the party, but I enjoyed other people and talking to people, and I was at least average in the area of being friendly and outgoing and just someone that you'd want to be with. But when I was depressed, I was none of those things. And sorry, I even told a friend of mine that I, in my pre-depression self, wouldn't recognize myself when I was depressed because I was so completely uninterested in anything, the things I loved to do, writing and reading, I had absolutely zero interest in. It wasn't really that I was sad. I felt nothing at all. I was numb, but not comfortably. I was very uncomfortably numb. I felt like an empty shell of a person. And during that time, I was just terrified that wouldn't end. And I thought my life was just over. I mean, as far as having a personality, I didn't know if I was ever gonna smile again or ever find joy in anything or ever feel anything at all again. And that was just absolutely terrifying to me because, I do enjoy things. I do very much enjoy other people. I enjoy being funny and talking to my friends and having deep conversations and having silly conversations and laughing about things. And, I enjoy writing and reading, and I just before enjoyed different hobbies and had a lot of fun with different things. But when I was depressed, I was just, nothing interested me at all. And so, okay, part of the reason I want to make this recording is just to remind myself. I'm trying to think of the timeline of it all. And I remember that it, it was definitely before we adopted Donnie. But I was still depressed when we were thinking about adoption, because I remember we went to see some friends and we told them that we were thinking about adoption, and the husband of my friend told my husband that, you know, we can't adopt. We shouldn't adopt with me like this, in this frame of mind. And you know, obviously we didn't listen to that, and we went ahead with our plans as usual. But yeah, that was a bad trip, because we went to see one of my best friends, and I had no interest in talking with her, and I just felt like I had nothing to say to this, you know, really good friend. So that was hard, and that was scary. But we obviously continued pursuing the adoption, just hoping, praying that I would feel better, that I'd get better. And I did. Obviously, I feel fine now. I feel like my old self, totally. So it was a super strange episode, and I can't pinpoint any reason. And like I said, I've not struggled with depression. I hadn't struggled with it before. I had never experienced it. And I felt absolutely nothing. I didn't feel happy about anything. You could have told me the best news, and, you know, I would feel nothing. I didn't feel sad about anything either. So, yeah, it was really, really bad, really scary. I think a big part of it was that no one expected anything of me, and that was just hard. It felt like everything was in vain, like there was no point. Like I would work out, just think, why am I doing this? Who's even gonna care? And who cares if I do anything? And, you know, so that's hard. I would make myself do things, but at the same time, you know, I just felt like it didn't matter that I did anything, because no one cared. So, anyway, like I said, there's kind of no point to this, just me trying to get this off my chest, trying to remind myself of how it was. And what brought it to mind was because I'm going through Pilgrim's Progress with some friends, and John Bunyan talks a lot about despair and despondency and depression, and that just reminds me, you know, I want to be able to remember when I felt like that, so that maybe I can have some insight if someone else goes through just a terrible, awful period like that, where they just feel numb inside and scared that they're never going to feel anything again. So, anyway, that's all I have to say about it. And I don't know. Thanks for listening.